And we begin this bulletin with big breaking news coming in from Bangladesh. It seems the atrocities against Hindus seem to be continuing in Bangladesh as there was another attempt to burn a Hindu youth alive in Bangladesh. A businessman named Khokan Chandra, he was first thrashed by a mob in Shariatpur and then he was stabbed and they put petrol over him and tried to burn him. But Khokan Chandra Das saved his life by jumping into a nearby pond. This incident took place last evening when he was on his way back home after shutting down his shop. A group of people attacked him and beat him, but he escaped with his life, but the attackers tried to burn him alive.
ওষুধের দোকান বিকাশের দোকান দোকান বন্ধ করে বাড়িতে আইছে বাড়িতে মনে করেন বাড়ির গাড়ায় পেট্রোল দিয়ে আগুন দিয়েছে গায়ে সাইডে কূপ দিছে পেটের ইঠি বাইরে গেছে মাথায় কূপ দিছে.
And joining us live on the phone line is India Today's Ashutosh Mishra. Ashutosh, these atrocities against the men of the Hindu community seems to be escalating, and this seems to be the third case of an attempted, in fact this is a attempted murder, but already two men have been killed before.
If you see the month of December, this is fourth such case where members from the minority community in Bangladesh have been targeted. In this case, of course, he survived but remains in a very critical condition. So this happened last night at around 9 p.m. Dhaka time, which eventually 8:30 p.m. India time. So the entire country was probably preparing for the New Year celebration. So this person who belongs from Shariatpur district, which is the Dumairi area, and Khokan Chandra, he left around 9 p.m. He was on the way to Tiloi to his home, and a group of people around 6 to 7 mobbed him. They were first beaten him up, and they even stabbed his lower abdomen with sharp weapons. He tried to escape. He was caught again by the mob. They again started beating him up, and they tried to burn him. They sprayed the petrol on him. They even burned him. But there was a nearby local pond. He just ran, escaped the mob, and he jumped into that. So by the time the local people also noticed, they came, they gathered, and they tried to rescue him. He was taken to the hospital. He remained very critical. You heard his wife narrating the entire situation that unfolded last night. The police have registered the case, and so far no arrests have been made. They are trying to identify the people. Since it was quite a silent area without any CCTV monitoring, the local law enforcement agencies are investigating the case.
Right. Ashutosh, what kind of action is the government of Bangladesh taking as far as violence against the minorities is concerned?
Clearly, we have heard the statement from the chief advisor, Dr. Yunus, when several such cases unfolded. And if you see from last September to this December, these cases have been raised, particularly by the fundamentalists. Of course, in many of these cases, it has been the mob, not exactly the radicals. Even in these cases, the identification of the accused remains, that's again a matter of investigation. But when it comes to, there are, if you see the remote areas, we're not talking about Dhaka, but as you go to the northern side, the extreme up north or extreme south of Bangladesh, particularly in the Chittagong area and the Khulna area, those areas, the minorities remain in a vulnerable condition. In fact, often when I spoke to those people, they often say, if you even go file a complaint, the police file a complaint against us. The government has been saying, like it happens, that we are protecting minorities, we are ensuring their safety and security. But when it comes to implementing the same on the ground, and the larger issue also remains because there is no government at the moment. It's an interim government. The law enforcement agencies are working at a whim. And remember, post-July uprising, many of the law enforcement agencies were completely under pressure of the fundamentalists.
Right. Right. Thank you very much, Ashutosh, for all those details.